It's the Sean Widmer Podcast. It's a journal by someone that just really doesn't like to write.
Hey, thanks for checking out the podcast. Sean Widmer Podcast coming at you early on a Monday morning. And I'm happy to be doing this. We'll see how it goes today. The under the weather has hit the family. My voice is hanging on for dear life as it was this weekend. We're holding on. We're holding on. So we got to get better before the Super Bowl. It's Super Bowl week. Very excited about that. There's a lot of stuff I'm excited about with the Super Bowl. Also today, I got to talk about the kids today. My son has a battle that he will fight forever, and I'm a little concerned about that. I have a shout out. By shout out, I mean just a heads up warning. That's not even a warning. It's just a why are we doing this to my daughter's school. The Lexington mayor has stepped into the octagon today, and the morning battles that happen here at the Widmer household. Again, thanks for checking out the podcast. Very much appreciate it. For those of you who sent me some nice messages because of the accident podcast, thank you. No word on the truck yet. It's Monday. Obviously, nothing is open right now when I'm recording this, but hopefully today here's something about the truck and what's going on there so I can start the process one way or another in that world. Okay, we've got the Super Bowl this week. I'm extremely excited about it. We're hosting a little Super Bowl get-together, which will be very fun, I think. I will say it will go south very quickly if someone shows up who wants to be cute and cheer for the Patriots. If that's you, just don't come over. It's not cute. It's not fun. It's not funny. You're not clever. You're just not. So stop before you do it. We're not teenagers anymore. That's my big concern going into the week. We're hosting, and I just don't need someone like, well, the Patriots, they're the best team ever. Whatever. Drake May. Seahawks are better. Seahawks are the better team. Obviously, anything can happen. But it's kind of weird for the first time going into Super Bowl week as the favorites, because that hasn't happened with the Seahawks. The Super Bowls we've gone to, the Steelers with Big Ben were favorites. Seahawks really should have had that one, doggone it. What a Super Bowl that was. Seahawks should have had that game. Couldn't do it. What was it, Michael Boulware? Is it Michael Boulware? Am I remembering correctly? The deep ball to Hines Ward. Was it Hines Ward? Man, of my memory. And all he had to do was play the football and bat the ball down. And instead he went for the pick. And the pick was harder than the knockdown. Knockdown, that's Super Bowl's the Seahawks. I know this was not the end of the game play, but the momentum was there. And he went for the pick. And I know that so many people talked about the officials and the officiating after that Super Bowl, and I get it. Everyone complains about refs. But there was a reality in that play where it was like, man, you knocked that ball down on defense, and that's the tides have turned, and the Seahawks are winning that Super Bowl. And it didn't happen. So then they win the Super Bowl against the Broncos, absolutely smoke them, smash them. That was a great moment in my life. Probably a top 5 moment in my life. I remember it extremely well because I got hypothermia pretty much after that. It was snowing. There was tons of snow on the ground in Spokane. And I just went out and laid in the snow and laid in it forever. So excited. It was just too long. Came back in, realized, I can't feel any of my body. It was dumb. Next Super Bowl, we lost to the Patriots, but we were not favorites against Denver. And then next Super Bowl, we were not favorites against the Patriots. That was the one, man, what a time. That was one of my favorite times, easily a top trip of my life. That was a great time. We drove an RV to the Super Bowl from Spokane down to Arizona. And with Andy, John, Andrew, Steven, Rito, Mark, and we all drove down there, and it was an absolutely spectacular time until the Patriots won the Super Bowl. And then that drive home was really long. But this is the first time the Seahawks are favorites. It's a weird feeling. I'm excited about it. I think we're going to win the game. And I can't consume enough this week. I want all the media stuff. I will watch every interview. It's going to be on loop on my phone. It's going to be on loop on my computer, on the TV. If I can access interviews for the Super Bowl, I will be taking it all in this week, which is hilarious because I normally kind of I like the Super Bowl coverage every year, but I feel like it's got a little played out with people trying to get creative. So how my brain works, there needs to be cyclical ways to approach things. And so for the longest time, the Super Bowl coverage turned into a comedy act. Who can ask the funniest question? Who can be the weirdest? Who can be the strangest? And for a long time, I really liked it, but now it's just overplayed. It's all been done. It's not clever anymore. Now I almost feel like it's more annoying. Like I need there to be a hard reset for 5 or 6 years where the Super Bowl coverage is just, let's be serious sports. Not my favorite thing because I like the humor stuff, but let's be pretty serious sports. Let's focus on sports. Do that for 5, 6 years. And then reset it back into all the crazies and all the silliness, and that will feel fresh again. So normally I'm kind of out on Super Bowl coverage, but this week, man, it's the Hawks. It's the team I love. It's the guys I cheer for all year. I want all of it. Silly, serious, I want all of it. Very excited for Super Bowl week. Okay, let's do a couple kids things. My son Woods is in a battle that it's just crazy. I love reading. I'm almost done with a book, big old 1,000-page book. Will be one of the longest books I've ever read. And I've got like 40 pages left. So I've been reading it the last couple weeks, and I used my 3D printer to print up a bunch of bookmarks for Huck, for Olivia, for me. Printed up a bunch of bookmarks. And they're kind of cool. They all have their bookmark with a cool design that each one of us like on the top of it. So I use my bookmark in my book, and I'm reading through it. And I'm not kidding you. We can have anything awesome in the house. The most thrilling toy, the best snacks. We can have something that is glowing and shooting smoke out of it that you are automatically drawn to. It does not matter what is in the house to distract my little 1.5-year-old. He will start his day by finding my book, no matter where it is in the house. I can put it in the attic and ripping the bookmark out. It's crazy. And he's undefeated on it. He does it every day. Every day he does the same thing. It is find my bookmark, pull it out, and then he doesn't run away with it. He just lays it there and knows that he has caused problem. It's a battle that I'm gonna fight forever, I think. But it describes Woods to a T. That is what he likes to do. Cause just a little bit of chaos. So I'm already excited to go out this morning hopefully before everyone wakes up, and get a little bit of time to read my book. Read it. I'll hide the book somewhere, and then right before I get ready to work, I'll look for the book to put it away, and the bookmark will be out. It's an unbelievable battle. Our mornings, by the way, here are insane. The mornings, kids are great. I'm excited about my kids. I love my kids to death. I do know in my head that I'm going to, 20 years from now, think in my head, man, those crazy mornings were awesome. I miss those crazy mornings. They were something else. I love them. I know that. I know that right now because I'm able to appreciate some of the craziness. But man, you get 3 kids and a puppy. These mornings here in the Widmer house are insane. As I gear up for it mentally right now, I just know it's going to be wild. Huck's going to wake up here in a couple minutes, probably 15, 20 minutes, and we're going to start. Judy's already started barking. I let her out. Now she's back to snoozing. She's going to start going crazy. Huck's going to come down. They're going to bicker and fight. Huck's going to start asking for food. And this is how it's going to begin. So he's going to start asking for food. We're going to get the food made. We're going to get Olivia's lunch made for school. Olivia's going to come down. She's going to need food. Huck is going to rally for second breakfast. He's going to suddenly start whining for more food, even though he just had oatmeal and eggs and stuff. He's going to suddenly be a bottomless pit, want more food. And he's not going to stop talking about more food until you give him more food. Olivia's going to do that. Then she's going to act like she's never in her life put her clothes on. So I'm going to be trying to get Woods or Huck settled with his second breakfast. Olivia is going to act like she's never put clothes on in her life. She's going to be laying on the ground in the kitchen. Meanwhile, all this is going to be happening while Judy is trying to eat any extra food that's left on the table. Also trying to grab Olivia's clothes that are laying out, run away with them. She's going to be nipping at Huck, nipping at Olivia. That chaos is going to be going on. Going to get Olivia's lunch made, going to get snack put together, all of that. Then I'm going to hear it. Woods is going to start crying. So now you've added this other element. Now you've got another breakfast that's going to need to be made. Hopefully I'm heady today and I make Woods' breakfast when I make Huck's second breakfast. We'll get Woods down. Then it's this game of let's keep Olivia focused on getting ready, teeth brushed, hair done, all this stuff. Huck, let's just try to keep him somewhat satisfied in this morning. Probably going to rely on Spidey and his amazing friends for this. While Woods, I have to fight him not to throw all of his breakfast to the dog because he's hungry and wants the breakfast, but there's something magical to him about feeding the dog. So he will fight this inner battle of, is this food going to be more enjoyable for me to eat and not be hungry, or am I going to have more fun throwing this food as far as I can and seeing if Judy will go get it? And that's the game. And we're going to play that battle. And then I'm going to just look at the mirror when I go use the restroom, go wash my hands. I'm going to look in the mirror and I'm going to just tell myself, you can do it. You can muster the strength to get through a work day. That's what's going to happen. The mornings here are insane. The mornings here are just insane. And then once like you get going, everything's good. But it's about a 2-hour time frame where when you got the kids and the puppy, you don't get that moment to just like this morning I got it because I woke up early so I could record this. But you normally don't get this moment of like, let's just like take a deep breath, feel if you're alive. Normally it's just you wake up and you go. And you don't get to feel out, am I hurting anywhere? Is my back hurting? Is my head foggy? Do I feel okay? You normally don't get to do that. So I'm thankful I get to do that today. Okay. Shout out to my daughter's school on just continually doing stuff that makes me go, is this everywhere? Is this everywhere? I don't know. All I do know is if every school is like this, little kids' schools, it is school, not Halloween. The amount of theme days that are happening for my daughter's class is absurd. I am buying new clothes for every day of the week, every week. Today's camo day. Camo day. Now, I love a camo shirt. Camo day. Then there's like dress like a princess day, which I think we've already done. There's going to be like, I think there's a 100th day of school, dress like an old person day. Dress like, every day is a dress like blank day. And I'm thinking, at some point, school, you just need to buy a bunch of costumes and have them in your classroom. And when the kids get there, they just put the costumes on. Why am I buying new clothes all the time for one specific day? It's insane. And it's all the time. And I'm getting these lengthy emails explaining every day. And all I'm thinking is, I just want to send the kids to school. You do the school stuff. Teachers, she's not old enough to come home with like homework and I need to sit down and work through algebra with her. I'm ready for that. But we're not there yet. I'm taking them, do the school stuff. I'll come pick them up and then we'll do the home stuff. But like now I'm doing school stuff at home. That's not homework. It's just, I got to go on Amazon with my wife. Let's go on Amazon and we got to find all these outfits and then hope they get in. And then you go, why did we just spend $100 this week on clothes? Because there's a new thing every day. Do one. It's called Halloween. It's already built in. It's built into the calendar. Halloween. Dress up for Halloween. Go to school in your Halloween costume. And there you go. It's every day. Every single day. So that needs to stop. We need to be done with that. Just buy. You know what days are coming up, school. Just buy a bunch of costumes and put them in a costume box in your classroom. And then when the kids get in, be like, guess what today is? It's camo day. Everyone grab one of these Columbias and put them on. All right. Thank you. I got to do this before Huck wakes up.
Kelly's, what are you into?
Hang on just a second. All right. Got to respond to it. That's an early text right there. I want to give a shout out to the mayor of Lexington. We are in a crazy ice situation here. It is 2 to 3 inches of ice on the ground in neighborhoods, causing my daughter's school to have a 1-hour delay today. It is insane, the amount of ice that is here. And, we're dealing with it. The main roads have finally gotten cleared off enough. Not great. They plowed them terribly. There's a 2-lane. They didn't plow the snow up off of the road. They just plowed it into half of one of the 2 lanes. So you have a lane and a half, which really is just 1 lane. And I don't know why they didn't I don't know why they didn't just push everything off to the side, but they didn't do that. So, yeah, it's been a little crazy, and it just, didn't feel like anyone was doing it. Now, it's one thing with Lexington is funny. I've learned Lexington loves this move. This is the people of Lexington's move. They will say something like, and this with the ice, it's perfect. They'll say, you're like, man, how did you guys not clear the ice off? Well, it doesn't normally snow like this. Because honestly, there's been more snow and ice here in Lexington than when we lived in Spokane. Snows tons. It stays on the ground forever. It's icy. Last year, there was like an 8-inch snowstorm. This year, there was another 8-inch snowstorm that has led to this ice thing. There's more snow here than there is in Spokane. So people will be like, well, you're from Spokane. You're used to it. Well, I'm not. This is insane. It snows more here than in Spokane. They're like, well, we're not used to it. We didn't get the ice off because we're not used to it. It's not normal. I'm like, well, it is. It's every year I've been here. It's like this. So don't say that. And so people in Lexington will be like, well, no, we're not used to it. But then in the next sentence, they'll be like, dude, we had the craziest ice storm in 2016 and 2009. We like have insane ice storms. And I'm thinking, how you can't have both. You can't say we're not built for this, like we're not ready for this, and then in the next second claim 2 huge ice storms in the last 15, 16 years. You can't do that. For instance, Spokane, they've had a lot of ice and snow. Their big ice storm that everyone talks about is from 1996, 30 years ago. Not 2016 and 2009. So, Lexington, if you're going to claim all these ice storms, you're not ready to clean it all off, that's just on you, and it's more stupidity than it is anything else. We normally don't get all the snow, so we're not ready for it. Even though I'm about to explain to you that we've had 2 crazy ice storms more recently than the big ice storm in Spokane. It's wild. So the mayor comes out, and shout out to the mayor. The mayor comes out and admits that they need to redo things. I need to get the quote here. Mayor of Lexington. I think if I just Google her, it should have the story. Yeah, here we go. Lexington mayor says city snow plan must adopt to new weather extremes. Okay, Mayor Linda Gordon said this. People are frustrated and want to get back to normal, as do I. What used to be a very rare occurrence, a significant ice storm followed by an extended period of extreme cold, has now occurred 2 years in a row. It's clear that ice storms and extreme cold are part of our winters now. Linda, you had an ice storm in 2009 and 2016. Don't say last 2 years. It's insane. So she's out there claiming that the snow plan needs to change. Bad look. Because this admits that you had a plan. This is somebody admitting that whatever's happening in Lexington, which was nothing was taken care of, that was a plan. I don't know what's worse. Another wear blank day to school, or someone admitting that whatever's happening right now where there's ice 3 inches thick in every neighborhood, that was a plan. That's a bad plan. Okay, I got to go get my day started. Thank you for listening to the podcast. I appreciate you all. Go ahead and leave your comments below. We'll get to them later this week. Go Hawks. Go Hawks. We're less than a week away from the Super Bowl. Very excited. We may have a party. We may not have a party. I don't know, because we may be snowed in forever. All right, goodbye.